EFCC and ask them to ask the governor. These monies have been withdrawn. And until he does that, just a minute, until he does that, until he makes that list available to Abians, we will continue to ask these questions. And if he does not do that, we will go a step further. He has made that document available to SEFTAS. That document is now with us. We will go to EFCC and ask them to ask the governor. These monies have been withdrawn. His secretary, media secretary, Ferdinand Ekoma, said the monies have been withdrawn and paid in advance to contractors as of 2024. We want to see these schools. If these monies have been given to all these people and the schools does not exist, we have the right to ask for where the schools are located.
When he accused OKC Baso of giving money to T.O.G. and his son, where was his pen and paper? Why didn't he write to EFCC? He only came to Facebook to accuse OKC Baso, and when OKC Baso gave him an appointment, he kept quiet. If he knows where EFCC is today, did he not know where EFCC was 4 years ago? Did he not? Why did he not write to EFCC against Ibazo? But when Ibazo gave an appointment, he kept quiet. So you see that what EFCC is doing is just, he knows now that he can't get appointment in Naira State. He's now looking for federal appointment. That is the truth. He's looking for federal appointment so that the president shall appoint him, just like the way the president appointed Obi Noriako. That is exactly what is going on here. That's exactly what's going on here. So, to me, I think that the rational thing to do is to investigate the assertion of the governor that 14 billion naira have been spent and then know what is spent for. Because even if you write petition against the governor on 54 billion, and the governor comes tomorrow with his checkbook and with his bank statement to show that the money is still intact, that the money has never moved, then it will amount to giving false information to the police or EFCC, which is a crime. I hope you know. If an individual gives false information to the police or to EFCC or to any law enforcement authority, and that law enforcement authority acting on that information interferes with the liberty of a citizen of Nigeria, that citizen can file a suit against you, not file a suit, sorry, that citizen can launch a complaint against you to the same EFCC and to the same police, and you'll be charged for giving false information to a statutory body. So, anytime you are giving information to the police or EFCC or to anybody against somebody, make sure you have all your facts. If you don't have your facts and it is discovered that you didn't give the right information, you will be going to prison. That's what the law says. First of all, if you look at our Nigerian constitution, Alex Otti has immunity. Nobody can arrest him from now to the next 6 years. So having the immunity, he cannot be arrested. But the law says that he can be investigated, but he cannot be questioned though. You may not be able to question him to that level, because when it comes to questioning, if you want to question the person says he's not coming. There's nothing you can do. Because ordinarily, if EFCC invites you for questioning and you refuse to come, EFCC will arrest you. But on Otti's issue, if they invite him for questioning and he refuses to come, there is nothing anybody can do because he has immunity. And that immunity will last from now till next 6 years. Yes, certainly, because we know he may likely win the election. Very likely.
Are you certain about it?
I'm not certain, but going by what we are seeing in Niger State, it's clear now. You know, I am not here just somebody who talks what I don't know. Okay. It's clear that Alex Otti is popular in Niger State.
As of today.
As of today. Who is going to challenge him?
Before we talk about
who's going to challenge him? So that's the truth. Who? I don't see anybody challenging him effectively unless it's rigged. But when it comes to free and fair election, Alex Otti is very popular in Niger State.
So before we talk about Alex Otti popularity, let's look at this. What do you think was really the interest of the search of this 54 billion?
It is not patriotism. It is just the quest for relevance.
Yes,
it's a quest for relevance. You know, Obi Noriako says so many things, and today he has been appointed by the federal government. Ezechika is also doing the same thing. That was certainly what he did when Ibazu was the governor. He accused Ibazu of giving the son of T.O.G. some money every month, and also giving T.O.G. some money every month. And later, the same Ibazu he accused came in and compensated him with a commissionership, and he kept quiet. The same thing he's doing now. The same tactics. He is now accusing Alex Otti of something. And let me tell you why this is funny. You know me, I'm a very critical thinker, and I'm a very critical person. But the fact remains that Alex Otti has explained that there is no 54 billion naira being spent. So what I think that they should have done is to use the Freedom of Information Bill, write to the relevant authorities to find out whether actually 54 billion was spent. And if it was not spent, to find out that one that was spent, what was he spent on? But to see parroting 54 billion naira, when the man who is in the center of the hosting have told you that he didn't spend 54 billion, that he spent, I think, 14 billion or something. So to me, the narrative ought to change from 54 billion to that 14 billion naira, which the governor admitted he spent. Okay. Then we can now ask questions. That 14 billion, was it well spent? Tell all the schools you spend the money on. Let us go to those schools and investigate. And remember, smart school is not measured by building. You may have a rickety building that is occupying that houses a smart school. What makes a smart school is the equipment inside it.
I think because many people always get it wrong when they talk about smart school.
Yes.
They always want to see a
seven-story school.
Skyscraper.
No, that is not a smart school.
An elevator.
The question is, ask yourself, what is a smart school? The smart school is how they learn, how they transmit information from one place to another.
Yes.
And other things. It is not in the structure. I'm not holding brief for the government of the state too. But I want to be a rational thinker. I am a critic of every government. But when you are now using your power to oppress people, that is the one I don't want. The way it is going. Okay, look at this chicken now. You're writing it against